Hey YouTube, welcome back to Dinner for One. I'm your host nGiants22, and basically I was coming to you today to share with you one of my favorites that I like to make myself. It's a easy, quick meal. I usually make this first thing in the morning, like right before I go to work. It is my version of an egg sandwich. All it requires basically is those ingredients right there. One egg, a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, basil, mayo, and bread. Okay, so let me start it off. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to crack our egg into the pan. So I'll be right back in just a second. Alright, so I'm back, as you can see. One thing I forgot to mention just now is that I do spray a little bit of cooking butter, cooking oil butter, whatever it's called, it's cooking spray, into the pan before I put the egg in, only because I find that it makes food less greasy, and it gives it a little bit of a butter flavor. Okay, so anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and kind of mash up my egg there. I don't like to scramble it up in a bowl or anything like that before I actually make it, only because I find that when I do that, it makes the egg completely blend, and I personally like having a little bit of white, egg white there. So as you can see, I'm pouring in right now. I just poured in the garlic salt, or the garlic powder, the onion powder, and now I'm going to pour in some basil. Don't be afraid if you pour a little bit too much, because you're going to stir it up like what I'm doing right here. Now you're going to want your heat on medium to low, or low to medium rather, because again, you don't want your egg to burn or anything like that. What I like to do too is, once I've scrambled it up a little bit and mixed in the ingredients, is I try to shape it a little bit so that it's ready to put right onto the sandwich itself. Now while this is doing this, I'm going to go over and lather up my breads with some mayo, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and as you can see, I've already put plenty of mayo on my breads. I didn't toast my breads. You can toast them if you choose to, if you want a crispier, crunchier experience. Me personally, I like my breads like that, because somehow I find that when I do it like this, it allows you to enjoy the flavor of the egg and the seasoning that you put on it that much more. Okay, so we're going to go back over here to our egg. I'm going to carefully try to flip it over. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and flipped it over, and as you can see, it's getting a little bit of golden brown. So at this point, I'm going to turn off the heat completely. Let that residual heat finish cooking it off to the way I like it. I like it to have just that little slight golden brownness to it. Some people would say that's burnt. I guess that's not like burnt, but everybody has their own choosing and their own taste. So, and after this, I'm going to go ahead and put on the bread, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put my egg on my bread there. And of course, our last step is just flip the other bread over. I kind of smush it down a little bit, and the only reason I do that is that the mayonnaise kind of adheres to the egg as well. And that's it. That's my egg sandwich. Please give this a try. I think you'll find that it tastes very good. For those of you that don't like egg, I have found through cooking that if you add different types of seasoning or ingredients to egg, it just totally changes the flavor, and it makes it much more pleasant to the palate. I highly recommend using garlic salt, or garlic powder rather, onion powder, and basil, those three. You will find that it just totally changes the flavor of the egg, and it makes it more enjoyable. But anyhow, please give this a try. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. And as always, dinner for one is served.